Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Alicia, coming to you with another video. If you have not already done so, I want to challenge you to go over to Woman of Divine Inspiration and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Here is where you will find all kinds of videos, inspirational talk with Alicia. Today we're going to talk about reconnecting. How to reconnect with oneself. How to reconnect with the real you. How to reconnect with you. Many times we disconnect because we have so much going on in our lives. We are like multitasking, and it's hard at times. Sometimes we multitask and we forget who we are. Sometimes we are, especially us leaders, we get lost in trying to reconnect with ourselves because we are connecting with other people and other things. And sometimes this can be a hard thing for us because if we do not find time to reconnect with who we are, then somewhere down the line we'll lose ourselves. Do you ever feel like, who is this person that I have become? Why am I the way that I am? What happened? Why do I feel so stuck? Why do I feel so empty? Why do I feel like I'm just at a standstill and I can't move? I don't know what to do. Why do I feel like my mind is all over the place? It's like one minute I'm at peace and the next minute I'm just feeling like I'm in a slump. That's because you are not connecting yourself to yourself. How do you reconnect yourself or even become a better you? How do you reconnect? See, one thing that we have to understand and learn about ourselves is ourselves. Nobody knows us better than ourselves. Nobody can tell us nothing about ourselves better than we can tell ourselves. And so if you are a person who is in tune with who you are, you're able to notice your changes. You're able to notice that you are no longer connected. You're able to notice that you are in distant, where you're just away from who you used to be. And one thing that I know is that the older you get, sometimes you start to go through these emotional, you go through these emotional withdrawals, whatever that you want to call them. We start to get to that point to where we like, wait a minute, who am I? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing here? And sometimes we have to take the time out to ask ourselves these questions. We have to ask ourselves, am I on the right track? What is it that I really want? Am I doing what I really desire? Who am I? If you have to ask yourself, who am I? That's okay. You just got to sit down and figure out, who are you? One thing that we do as a whole, as a person, as an individual, we are always multitasking and doing different things. And sometimes we get caught up in doing so much, especially us as parents. We find ourselves having to commit to our children. If you're married, you have to commit to your marriage. You have to make sure that everybody is in a happy place, right? And so what happens is we end up disconnecting. We forget that we have a life too. We forget to take time out for ourselves. We forget to reconnect ourselves. We forget that, it's okay to sit and meditate. We forget that it's okay to take time out to sit here and just think and just get away from everything and everybody. So when you find yourself being disconnected, when you find yourself trying to find out who you are, what is my purpose? What am I doing? I'm helping everybody but I'm drained. I'm helping everybody, but I can't find myself. I'm helping everybody because I'm feeling discombobulated because I'm being pulled in every direction. Sister or brother, you have to take time out for yourself. And I say this because a few weeks ago, this is where I was at. And one thing that I have realized is that I was no longer taking time out for myself. I was doing everything. I have 4 kids. I have a husband. And I have to make sure that my home is together first, right? And then I'm working full time. Not only that, but I have my own business. So it's like, and then I'm a minister. I'm trying to evangelize. I'm trying to do everything. And it's just like, I did not have time for myself. I found myself doing everything for everybody, pushing everybody. And then when I started to see that I was disconnected, I had to stop what I was doing. Sometimes I have to put my phone down, cut my phone on silent, because that can be a distraction. And if you find yourself having to do that, that's okay. You know, you have to take time out for yourself. You have to reconnect with yourself. You cannot find yourself being disconnected, but yet you're trying to be there for everybody else. And I had to take time out to disconnect myself from a lot of things. And sometimes I get in that mode. I'll be like, you know what? I'm shutting myself out from everything because I have to reconnect. I cannot, if I'm no good, I can't be good for nobody else. If I'm messed up, I can't be there for nobody else. And so sometimes I have to reconnect. I have to start to cut my phone off. I got to take time to sit and meditate. I got to take time to go to the bookstore and get me some time. I got to take time to sit and journal. And I got to talk to myself about these things. And I got to reconnect. So if you finding yourself being disconnected, you can't understand what's taking place. You can't understand, why am I feeling so disconnected? Why do I feel alone? Whew. It's okay. It's okay. I'm your sister. I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's okay. Reconnect. Reconnect. Start asking yourself questions. Start figuring things out. Start maneuvering your way around. Because one thing I have learned is that I can't keep allowing everybody to pour everything on me. I was just having a conversation with a close friend of mine last night. And I was just saying how, as leaders, it is not always an easy task. We are always under spiritual warfare. And we have to stay prayed up. And sometimes I have to disconnect myself from the world. I thank God that she understands me. She gets me. She's able to talk me through. She's able to let me know, hey, we got to do that. And so another thing, having people in your corner. Having people in your corner that can push you, that can motivate you, that can let you know what, girl, I'm praying for you. You know what, man, I'm praying for you. You know what, I got you. What you need? You need people like that in your corner. Sincere, open, loving people who does not have a motive behind their friendship or their relationship. And so being able to reconnect with yourself by spending time with yourself. Reconnect with yourself by journaling. Reconnect with yourself by being able to recognize that you are disconnected. Reconnect with yourself by cutting that phone off, getting off social media if you have to regain your peace of mind. Help me. Come on, y'all. Y'all, listen, we can do this. We got to do this. In order for any person to be successful in life, so success cannot come if you are all over the place. Success cannot come if your mind is not stable. Success cannot come if you are not in a happy place. Success cannot come if you are depressed. If you're depressed, sometimes when we disconnect from ourselves, we start to go into this depressed mode. We start to feel depressed. We start to feel lonely. We start to feel like we at our lowest point. But I'm going to tell you, sister, brother, when you get to that place, you better get on your knees. Listen, sometimes you can't tell everybody what you're going through. Sometimes you got to take it directly to the Lord. And that's one thing that I've learned, because the Bible says that we are to cast all of our cares upon the Lord. He said that we are not to worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow have its own worries, which means that why are you worrying about today? Why are you not working on today? Why are you not trying to fix what's broken today? Reconnect with yourself. Try to reconnect with yourself. Find out what it is that caused you to become disconnected, and start to reconnect yourself. Love yourself a little bit more. Tell yourself you love yourself. I love you. I tell myself that all the time, Alicia. Girl, I love you. I love you so much. I have to talk to myself and tell myself these things, because one thing that we need to understand, we have to become passionate about ourselves. We have to love ourselves unconditionally before we're able to love somebody else. That's another video. But anyway, so reconnect with the inner you, and start to create that change if you have to. Anyway, until we meet again in the next video, I love you guys. I love you. I talk to you. I see you. Have a blessed and wonderful and yet prosperous day. Bye for now.